Hello, little explorers, and welcome back to Boom Boom Science. Have you ever wondered where that yummy, sweet honey you love to put on your pancakes comes from? Well, today, we're going on a magical journey to discover the secret of the world's tiniest builders, the amazing honeybees. So, what's the first step in making honey? It all starts with a beautiful flower. Inside every flower, there's a sweet, sugary liquid called nectar. It's like a tiny energy drink for bees. A special bee, called a forager bee, has a very important job. She flies from flower to flower, using her long, straw-like tongue, called a proboscis, to slurp up all that delicious nectar. She stores it in a special honey stomach, which is separate from her regular tummy. Imagine having a lunchbox inside you. Once her honey stomach is full, the forager bee flies all the way back to her home, the beehive. The hive is a bustling city full of thousands of bees, all working together. When she arrives, she doesn't just put the nectar away. Instead, she passes it to another bee, called a house bee. They pass the nectar from bee to bee, mouth to mouth. During this process, something incredible happens. The bees add special enzymes from their bodies to the nectar. These enzymes start to change the nectar, making it thicker and turning it into what will eventually become honey. It's like a tiny team of chefs, each adding a secret ingredient, but the nectar is still too watery. If they stored it like this, it would go bad. So, the bees have a clever trick up their sleeves. They carefully place the nectar into tiny, six-sided wax rooms called honeycomb cells. Then, all the bees in the hive start flapping their wings super fast. They flap so fast that it creates a warm breeze inside the hive, like a bunch of tiny fans working together. This warm air helps the extra water in the nectar evaporate, making it thick and sticky. It's a bit like when a puddle dries up in the sun, but the bees do it all with the power of their wings. Once the honey is thick and perfect, the bees need to save it for later. They use beeswax, which they make themselves, to build a tiny cap over each honeycomb cell. This seals the honey in, keeping it fresh and safe. It's like putting a lid on a jar of jam. This stored honey is their food source, especially for the winter when there are no flowers and it's too cold to go outside. They work hard all spring and summer to make sure they have enough food to last them through the cold months. And that's where we come in. Beekeepers, who are like bee guardians, can carefully collect some of the extra honey that the bees don't need. They make sure to always leave plenty for the bees themselves. They gently open the hive, collect the honeycomb, and uncap the cells. Then, the honey is spun out, filtered to remove any bits of wax, and put into the jars you see at the store. So, every time you enjoy a spoonful of honey, you're tasting the hard work and teamwork of thousands of tiny builders. Bees are not just amazing architects. They are also super important for our planet because they help flowers grow by pollinating them. Wasn't that fascinating? Next time you see a bee buzzing around a flower, you'll know it's on a very important mission to create that golden, sweet treat. Thank you so much for joining our adventure today. If you had fun and learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing discoveries. See you next time, little explorers. Bye.